Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. And unfortunately for all of us, well, maybe not unfortunately, there's just like hardly any news today, at least anything that is remotely good or decent at all. So I'm going to try my best to just bring up some news that maybe lighten people's day, maybe just a little bit better here, because obviously there's just no news. There's like no news. But what we're going to be going off with today is a flight attendant. Apparently, accountability is a kryptonite to these people, or at least this current generation, or maybe just women in general, because obviously there is something seriously wrong here with this particular area. So, what we have here from Colin Rugg is a flight attendant launches a GoFundMe and raises $261. It's currently at 1.5 of $1,500 after she was fired for posting a video of her twerking on a plane. The sky just got a little bit cleaner. The self-proclaimed ghetto bitch till I die is complaining that she was wrongfully fired by Alaska Airlines after her stunt. Nelle Diala, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I don't really care. It says she was devastated by her firing and has raised a whopping $261. This is the individual in question here. I can't play the music because it's obviously ghetto rap music, which is, a typical thing. But yeah, this is what the woman is doing here. Be as it may. And of course, this woman is from California. So, yeah, it says twerking flight attendant is fired from Alaska Airlines over a viral video filmed while waiting 2 hours for a pilot. A California flight attendant was terminated from her job. She posted a new viral clip of her twerking while waiting for a pilot on an empty flight. Nelle Diala, a former flight attendant for Alaska Airlines, was terminated from her dream job after a video she posted to TikTok of her twerking on an empty plane went viral. The video went viral overnight, but instead of love and support, it brought unexpected scrutiny, she added. Yeah, because let's put it this way. If you were doing this type of stuff, like, being a whore, being not treating your job as a professional job and what have you, you kind of end up getting fired. I mean, it's just kind of normal. I mean, we have plenty of ex porn stars where they do the deed, they do their own fun and stuff like that, with doing lesser activities, getting paid for what they do, and then all of a sudden they're gone. They're fired from existence, right? They're not they can't work anymore because of the other thing that they do. Because it's embarrassing or just outright degrading to have an employee like this work for this, because people can look up your name or whatever, and then when they find out, which a lot of kids end up finding out what these OnlyFans women or OnlyFans mothers do, they end up finding out, and then their son gets bullied. There's always consequences for your actions when you do them, and unfortunately, this generation, or we could say women or what have you, don't understand this concept that every action you have has a consequence. Like, if you're gonna go driving set over the speed limit, there is a consequence that you'll probably be pulled over and have to take a ticket, right? Or if you're gonna go steal something, there's a consequence that you're probably gonna get arrested. So, I mean, you can't do things and not face consequences. If you lie, there's a consequence of somebody end up finding out, and that lie really coming and hurting you, biting you in the ass later. So, again, you have to be careful with what you do in life, right? Diallo was first captured on the viral clip, which was emerged, garnered 72,000 views. Ghetto B Till I Die on Don't Let the Uniform Fool You. The San Francisco native, of course she's from San Francisco, because why wouldn't she be from San Francisco? She claimed she was doing a victory dance to celebrate the end of her new hire probationary period. Yeah, because doing that because a celebration, normally you would, like, what if I had a celebration? I wouldn't celebrate anything. It would be with my friends or whatever. Maybe we'll have, like, bit of drinks here and there or whatever at home, not driving drunk and driving, because I hate those type of people. Maybe that'd be my celebration, or maybe I'll play a game or something, or maybe I'll get a birthday. Maybe something that is not debauchery and defaming myself and making myself look like an idiot. That's not something I'll probably do to celebrate. But of course, for these people, being debauchery, defaming yourself and making you look like an idiot and a whore is something more acceptable. I was celebrating the end of a probation and making out of a hard upbringing in San Francisco, something many people in the industry could relate to. Yeah, I think a lot of people, have a hard upbringing, and I think the last thing that they do is to not do debauchery stuff, to not act like a whore, to not, like, pretty much be a person that people don't want to really be around. I don't want to be around this person because it just seems like she gets around too much. Oh, and along many other things, because although it was a poor decision on my behalf, I didn't think it would cost me my dream job. Yeah, that's your problem. You just didn't think. You didn't think of your actions. However, her celebration was short-lived as Alaska Airlines terminated her employment just 6 months into her contract. I explained that the video wasn't intended to harm anyone or the company, but they didn't want to listen. Without warning, they terminated me. No discussion, no chance to defend myself, and no chance to be for a thorough and proper investigation. I think they did the thorough and proper investigation. They found the video, they saw you acting like a whore, and then they thought, we don't want these people representing our company, you're fired. That's it's really simple, really. Say, for instance, if I hired a bunch of these people that did this on the job, they would expect a lot of my company to endorse and follow these views. I don't endorse and follow these views. You're the people that you bring into your company represent your company. So, in order to not feel like you are represented in this way, we fire you so we don't get that representation. It's like, no, we don't accept this type of behavior. We don't accept this culture. You're gone. And I don't know what is up with these San Franciscos or Californians or these women in general, where they think it's okay that you can just be this debauchery, terrible type of person and just think that this is okay. You can do this in society. I don't want my kids seeing this. I don't want my family seeing this. I don't want to be around this. Most people don't. So when you go out and do this, it doesn't make people feel comfortable. And it makes you think that you are a whore because only women do this. Only women that are going to go around and do this. There's something about class, and you don't have class. You have no class whatsoever. It goes on to say, can't even be with yourself anymore without the word being so sensitive. What's wrong with a little twerk before work? People act like they never did that before. No, because women that have good self-esteem, respect themselves, don't do this. Because, they respect themselves. And they don't throw their body around trying to attract mates. Because certain species does this? Monkeys do this. And no, I'm not making this as a racial term here. I'm using it as monkeys literally shake their ass. They shake their butt to attract mates. That's what this is for. So when you go out and do this type of thing, it's like attracting a mate. She also says the footage was posted along with a hashtag discrimination is real, right? Because, anybody, because I'm pretty sure if a guy wasn't going to do this, he would also he'd probably be arrested, honestly, and then fired as well. So this is not something that would be a discrimination. So, yeah, and this is the consequences of this thing here. And she also says here, although this was my dream job, I was using the income to fund my blossoming lingerie and dessert business named Cakes and Cake and Figure 8 Lingerie.
Once war breaks out,
I don't know where this is or what have you, because, obviously, from what I gathered. So, yeah, and what is her actual GoFundMe? Where is her GoFundMe here? Flight attendant GoFundMe. I don't know if I'll be able to find this because,
both sides become evil.
This woman here is the GoFundMe campaign. Oh, here it is. So we found it, people. So it's up to $1,800. And of course, she says, I would never thought a single would have cost me everything. I worked as a flight attendant for Alaska Airlines for over 6 months. So this wasn't immediate. This was over a course of 6 months. And between those 6 months, both of my English bulldogs died unexpectedly. Oh, how sad. My relationship was rocky because of the time I spent away, but I loved my job. It was probably rocky for you maybe sleeping around because flight attendants do have a very high cheating rate. Same thing with any nurse that's in nursing has a high cheating rate. So you were probably maybe cheating around on him. This is speculation, so I don't know if this is true or not, but it's a high possibility because this is what happens. Meeting new people, seeing the new world, and creating a safe, welcoming environment for passengers, it wasn't always easy, but I was proud of what I did. Although this was my dream job, I was using the income to fund my blossoming lingerie and dessert business. And of course, you have simps like Jeremy Brown over here saying, wish you all the best comes when you're not life. She's not going to sleep with you, bro. Try something else. Please stop filming everything you posted, everything that you got, etc., etc. Nelle Diala, so either she donated to herself or it's a relative. So, yeah. And this is the only words of support. Men, first off, stop donating to this whore. That probably have a good thing. Don't donate to somebody that does not deserve it. She's not entitled to anything. She did this to herself. She faced consequences, and that's something that she's going to have to deal with, right? I mean, come on here. It's not real rocket science to not do this in a company setting. Now, if you have your own company, now you can go and do this, right? I mean, you can do this because it's your own company. You represent yourself. You represent your company. That's fine. But when you're doing it in other companies, you probably shouldn't do it. It's just a small thing of doing it. She's only rated $1,800. Somebody gave her $300. I don't know what's going on here. Again, men, don't do this. Stop simping for women. It's just not a good look. They're not gonna sleep with you, little bro. They ain't gonna sleep with you. So you might as well just, try better and invest in yourself. So, yeah. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friend.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease.